Hey guys, today I'm doing a chit chat get ready with me video. I've actually already done my foundation and my eyebrows just because I feel like I've done them so many times on camera it's not really relevant anymore. I have a brow routine and a foundation routine up already if you'd like to watch those, and I'll make sure to link them down below. I actually have not done my actual powder or anything yet, and I was noticing this foundation is actually really light on me right now. I think it's because I was in Florida, and I think honestly despite my greatest efforts I wound up getting a bit of color while I was there, which kind of sucks. But anyways, I'm just going to darken that up with powder after it has some time to dry. For now, I'm actually going to move into eyeshadow, and this is going to be my go-to makeup look. I didn't really feel like this deserved a whole tutorial, but I did feel like I wanted you guys to see it, and I'm going to be using colors from Naked One, which is my most loved and used palette ever. I'm going to be taking Sin on a Sigma E55 brush, and this is just going to go onto the inner part of my lid. By the way, I use Lorac Pro eyeshadow primer already, and it's just been on there for a minute or two. Always use an eyeshadow primer, like no matter what, even if you aren't even doing eyeshadows, because it can help your concealer keep from creasing throughout the day. Just flipping that brush over, I'm going into the shade Toasted, which is just a really pretty kind of rosy brown. I'm using Naked 3 as my mirror because Naked 1's mirror broke. I want like the packaging of Naked 3 but with Naked 1 colors because that one was my absolute favorite. I feel like I don't reach for it anymore because it is so busted up, but I still love it just the same. Toasted is going onto the outer kind of half of my lid, and I'm just sort of blending it in so that it meets in with Sin, and it has a really pretty kind of gradient. Using Naked on a fluffy brush now, I'm just going to sweep this really lightly into the crease. I usually don't focus too much on actual crease definition with this look, as much as I do the lid colors. I just feel like I don't even know. I feel like even though I usually really like a defined crease, for some reason with this, I think it looks nicer without a really harsh color in that area. On a pencil brush, I'm just going to use the shade Buck, and this is going to go more precisely into the general outer crease area. And I think that this is the neatest part of this entire look. I'm so used to doing this now, I feel like I do it very kind of haphazardly because I don't know, it always turns out. So I'm just putting this into the outer crease and kind of bringing it down and creating a very light V with it. Nothing too much. Hello, but you're not a makeup product. I cannot put you on my face. I actually like eyeshadow better, but thank you. Just going to use the same brush I used for the first color for my crease, Naked, and I'm just going to really lightly blend those two. What is going on with you, little miss thing? On my lower lash line, I'm just going to use the shade Buck again on a smaller, more defined pencil brush, and I love Buck for the lower lash line because it is a matte brown and it adds a bit of definition down there, but you can go really fast with it and you don't have to be too precise. And it's not so dark that you're going to start looking really like panda eyesy. I hope I wasn't totally just blocking myself out of frame just now, but I'm just smudging a bit of that down here. I do this a lot, but I feel like the Naked One palette doesn't really have a great option for a highlight, especially when I'm doing shimmery shades on the lid. So I'm just going to take my face powder on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this just right on the brow bone area. And it's going to help to blend out the crease shades as well as kind of tie everything together and brighten up the look. Same Sigma E55 brush. These are just amazing. I need like 50 million of them. I'm just going to take the color Virgin from Naked One on it, and I'm going to use this in the inner corner as well as right under the brow for a bit of added definition. So by the way, Georgia was absolutely amazing. We had a great time and I was really excited to see my family while we were there. We didn't do too terribly much. I feel like we just mainly focused on seeing everyone and just relaxing for the most part. But we did go to Florida for a couple of days, as I was saying before. Tyler's grandparents live down there, so we went and we visited them. and it was absolutely lovely. Just realized my camera wasn't recording while I was doing my liquid eyeliner, but all I did was use my NYX Collection Noir liquid black eyeliner, and I formed a kind of medium thick line on the upper lash line, and I just kind of tapered it in towards the inner corners, so it was pretty thin in there, and then it got really thick towards the outer corners. I think I was talking about Florida, and I was just saying that it was absolutely freaking beautiful while we were there. I just felt like it was amazing and I want to live there, and I saw dolphins and I lived in the ocean. We just had a really amazing time back home, and I love the South so much. I miss it like crazy. Oh, and we finally got to pick up Maka, our 3-month-old husky puppy, and I'm going to have an entire video dedicated to her, or else I would show her in this video. But yeah, it was a really great time, and thank you all for your well wishes while I was gone. It was really nice to hear from you guys. Really quickly, I am just using a touch of Nude eyeliner on the lower lash line. Since I always like to set off my makeup with a makeup setting spray, I'm not actually going to do mascara right now. I feel like it smudges if you do mascara and then immediately do the makeup setting spray afterwards. So for now, I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. I'm using my Rimmel London powder in the color Sandstorm, which is a little bit tanner than my current foundation. So I think it's going to kind of darken things up and make it match a bit better. I'm just going to pat this all over the face. Using my NYC bronzing face powder in the color Sunny, I am just going to dust this on my face. While we were home, we saw that new movie Oculus, and I don't know what I was expecting at all. In fact, I think that Hannah, my best friend Hannah, we kind of did like a double date where it was Hannah and her boyfriend and then me and Tyler, and we went to see this Oculus movie, and Hannah was talking about it, and Hannah and I are big horror movie buffs, and usually Tyler won't go to one in theater. It was the weirdest thing. And honestly, I feel like it legitimately scarred me for life. I was scared out of my freaking mind. And I get scared really easily, but not like hardcore. There was a part, and I'm not going to give anything away because I'm not a big fat jerk, but there was this part, and honestly, every time I hear an alarm clock sound now, oh my god, I want to like throw up everywhere. It scares the crap out of me. It was really good, and I highly recommend it if you want to see a scary movie. I honestly was not expecting to be as terrified as I was. I love going to the movies. I never really do anymore just because it's so expensive, and I can think of so many things that I'd rather do with the money. You know what I mean? So I highly recommend it though. If you have like 20 bucks to blow and you and your friend feel like a horror movie, don't go see it alone. It's terrifying. Don't go see it alone. You're beautiful. What kind of makeup do you wear? You're beautiful. I don't even think that I said this, but I'm just contouring. I always do the sides of my face, and now I'm just going right under the chin, and with whatever is left over, I'm dragging it up and into the hairline right here. My very favorite angled blush brush is sitting dejected on my kitchen counter and covered in dog slobber because Maka got it, and like the handle's all chewed up and she chewed on the bristles and stuff. I'm actually going to try to wash it and just disinfect it really well before I use it again because it doesn't look like she actually got any bristles out. She just totally destroyed the handle. But for now, I'm using my round blush brush and my favorite blush, MAC Stunner, and I'm just going to use this on the cheeks for a really pretty light flush. If there was one product I wish MAC would make permanent, it would be this stunner blush. Actually, it would be Bite of an Apple blush from the Disney Villains collection, or the Venomous Villains collection that was out like 2 years ago, because that's my favorite blush of all time. That one is like so freaking old, and it's really hard to find a dupe of, whereas this is just like a light pink with a little bit of gold shimmer. With my stippling brush and MAC Lightscapade, I'm just going to drag this on the tops of the cheekbones and a little bit into the actual temple, and then right down the nose, and then using a bit, I'm just going to bring that on my Cupid's bow. Now with my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set, I'm just going to set all of this off. I actually already curled my eyelashes earlier, but now I'm using a brand new tube of Jordana Best Lash Extreme Mascara. Oh my god, I love this mascara so much. I'm just using this on the top and lower lashes. For lips, I'm going to use the Revlon Color Balm in the shade Elusive. And as I'm feeling kind of sick from all of the traveling I've done lately, my lips are in no condition to wear a matte lipstick. So I'm going to top that off with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Maple Blondie. and that is my go-to makeup look. So I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you can get a better look at it. I do hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel if you have not already. And until my next video, I love you girls so much, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!